Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Before we dive into today's video, please take a moment to click on the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support is greatly appreciated. At the Dutton Ranch in Yellowstone, the most devoted workers and even some members of the Dutton family bear the distinctive hooked by brand, symbolizing the ranch. Despite its prevalence, the complete significance of the Yellowstone brand remains elusive and is not explicitly clarified. Since its debut, Yellowstone has captivated audiences with its intense portrayal of the competitive American ranching industry, inviting parallels not only to other westerns, but also to acclaimed shows like The Sopranos, Breaking Bad, and even Ozark. The ranch's ritualistic branding of its members, a tradition typically reserved for livestock, stands out as a significant aspect, contributing to these noteworthy comparisons. Yellowstone Dutton Ranch hand Jimmy Herdstrom, Jefferson White, had the honor of being branded in Yellowstone Season 1. Rip Wheeler, Cole Hauser, administered the painful brand. Jimmy's experience suggested it was a punishment at first, but it's later revealed that the I brand makes Jimmy untouchable on the ranch. Those bearing the brand are afforded a mandatory level of respect. At the same time, as shown from the first season to Yellowstone Season 5, anyone bearing the brand is expected to be wholly loyal to and responsible for the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch. Although some real-life ranches also brand their workers, Yellowstone treats the ritual with utmost reverence and secrecy. The brands on the Yellowstone Ranch are a stylish narrative point for the show and also serve an in-narrative purpose. The branding system allows Kevin Costner's John Dutton to have absolute control over ranch workers, many of whom are ex-convicts who can't get employment anywhere else. Being branded means that the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch owns a person's life, but it also means that they're practically family, and the ranch does whatever it takes to protect their own. Just like how ranch bosses brand cattle to mark their property and ensure that branded stock is returned to the ranch, the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch brands its workers, which comes with both responsibilities and privileges. This is why, after a rough night in which the branded ranch hand walker, Ryan Bingham, got in trouble and was almost taken to the train station, he was instead brought back to the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch for a second chance. The ritualistic branding at the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch is noteworthy not only for its symbolic, pain-inducing aspect, but also for its parallel with organizations like the Sicilian Mafia and the Sardaukar Army in Dune. The ranch employs the mystique of a concealed covenant and the shared ordeal of enduring pain to cultivate a militaristic loyalty among its members for John Dutton. Fundamentally, the Yellowstone brand signifies ownership, whether worn by ranch workers or actual Dutton family members. John Dutton, in a display of authority, branded his son Case, Luke Grimes, as a consequence when Case departed from the ranch to be with Monica, Kelsey as Bill, during her pregnancy with Tate, Breckin Merrill. Despite the initial strain, Case forgave his father for this action. However, in the Yellowstone Season 4 finale, after undergoing an indigenous ritual and experiencing visions of the future through his spirit animal, Case chose to prioritize Monica and Tate over the Dutton Ranch in Yellowstone Season 5. This decision, despite the uneasy relationship between John and Case, underscores the boundaries of John's willingness to wield the power associated with the brand as he refrains from contesting Case's choice. The cast of Yellowstone's spin-off 1923 could shine a light on how the practice of branding began on the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch. Jacob, Harrison Ford, and Cara Dutton, Helen Mirren, went through hell to establish a small ranching empire in 1923, and it's possible that they began the practice as a way of consolidating power amid the frontier's unpredictable conditions. There would be no better time to reveal how Yellowstone's branding ritual started than the setting of 1923, which, historically, was the harshest decade in the state of Montana. Season 1 of 1923 did not delve into the origins of the first Yellowstone ranch hand to bear the brand, leaving viewers in the dark about how, by whom, and for what reasons this ritualistic marking was initiated. As Season 2 of 1923 is on the horizon, there remains an opportunity for the spin-off to unravel this enigmatic aspect of Yellowstone lore. Additionally, the expansive Yellowstone universe has more spin-offs in the pipeline, set to unfold in the timeline preceding the main show. It's plausible that the tradition of branding was introduced at a later point in the Dutton family's history. Even if 1923 doesn't unveil the history of the Yellowstone brand, other forthcoming shows within the Yellowstone universe may hold the key to this intriguing narrative thread.